Laurie's fear turns into a creature that won't let her win, and Frank's past won't let him move on. Will they both find the strength to break free? Watch to find out. Laurie was a young girl on her school's baseball team. Her dad, Coach Dan, was also the team's coach. One day, during an important game, Laurie felt so nervous that she started to sweat a lot. So much that she imagined all her sweat turning into a creature called Sweaty. The more afraid she got, the bigger Sweaty grew. Laurie's first turn to bat did not go well. She missed the ball several times, and her teammates tried to cheer her up. Her friend Vanessa told her to stay positive, but Laurie couldn't help feeling scared. Another teammate, Kia, managed to catch a crucial ball and saved the day, helping them win. Coach Dan rewarded Kia with 3 stars on her helmet, but he was disappointed in Laurie for not playing her best. After the game, Laurie saw that a teammate named Ewan had posted a video of her falling on the field. She felt embarrassed and worried about letting everyone down, especially her dad. Coach Dan reminded the team about a big state championship coming up next week. Laurie promised herself she would be better prepared. At home, Laurie told her mom how sad she was, then went to bed still feeling upset. The next day, she began training on her own, running, doing push-ups, and practicing hitting the ball. Kia came to help her, and Laurie finally hit the ball so well that it accidentally knocked Kia out. Laurie felt awful, and Coach Dan rushed over to check on Kia. Despite her worries, Laurie kept practicing. Soon, the night of the state championship arrived. Laurie stood at home plate, bat in hand, with Sweaty clinging to her back like a heavy weight. She missed the first 2 pitches again. Feeling discouraged, she walked over to Coach Dan, who gave her a pep talk and told her he loved her. Little by little, Sweaty got smaller as Laurie's courage grew. When the pitcher threw the final ball, Laurie prepared to swing, but it hit her and she passed out. While Laurie was taken off the field, many people in the crowd turned their anger toward the game's referee, Mr. Frank. They shouted that he hadn't made fair calls. Feeling attacked and lonely, Frank imagined himself standing behind a giant invisible shield, protecting himself from everyone's harsh words. Even though he wore the referee's uniform, he was also a teacher at a nearby school. That night, Frank went home to an empty house. He made himself dinner, but couldn't shake the sadness he felt. Whenever he was alone, he thought about his ex-girlfriend, Monica. He hadn't gotten over their breakup, and memories of her kept popping into his mind. The next day at school, Frank caught a student named Rochelle trying to cheat on a test by passing answers to another classmate. He warned them both and said their guardians needed to come in. Right after that, his colleagues, Monica among them, invited him to lunch. Seeing Monica brought back a rush of old memories, and Frank felt his heart sink. The school janitor noticed how sad Frank seemed and suggested that he try a dating app. At first, Frank said no, but later he gave it a shot. Unfortunately, his first date, Maddie, found him boring and left. No matter how hard he tried to move on, Frank still thought about Monica. Eventually, he met another woman on the app, and they began chatting every day. Frank felt happier as they got to know each other, and soon they planned to meet in person. Right then, Monica appeared at Frank's door, saying she had something important to tell him. Before they could talk much, Rochelle's mom arrived, arguing that her daughter hadn't really cheated. Monica left in a hurry. Hoping Monica wanted him back, Frank quickly ended his new online relationship to focus on Monica. He rushed to her office, only to discover she had just gotten engaged to someone else. Frank was shocked and heartbroken, realizing he had made a big mistake.